Hi, I welcome you on my channel, An Evolving Mind of Compliance. Today, I am going to speak about the recently Deutsche Bank fine of $186 million. Every now and then, there has been a news that the banks and the financial institutions are across the world are getting fined, and the fine is too heavy. At times, it wipes off your even your profits. But what, why this has been happening? If you this has been happening because there is no sincere efforts from the human beings involved into the functions. There is a lack of governance. There is there is not proper understanding of the thing. But even if you bring an AI model, even if you bring the machine learning and anything, RegTech, fintech, whatsoever you bring in. But as long as the human are not intended, not inclined, their propensity is not towards the actual improvement of the program, the governance of from the people are missing, nothing could improve. Now, what had happened in this Deutsche Bank? It's in a classical example of a correspondent bank. During the, I think, 2015 to 2017, the Deutsche Bank processed the Danske Bank Estonia branch certain payments which were riskier or from the sanction perspective, and they shouldn't have been processed. They should have been properly intercepted. During that time consent order, the Deutsche Bank agreed to improve them. However, because of their tardiness, because of their historic tardiness, I should say, they couldn't improve. There was a lack of governance from the Deutsche Bank over the remediation process. The remediation process was half-baked. Things which were there were not improved in line with the regulatory guidelines. So what had happened, this remediation, when there was a re-audit conducted, they find that still that lacuna exists. Still, there is a that if the Estonia Bank processed those transactions, it could very well go through. This shows the lack of commitment from the senior management level. This shows the lack of commitment from the uh, compliance people, from the chief compliance officers to down to the other people. So it was a total failure in the sense of governance of the compliance function, that the remediation process. What is happening was it was just a cosmetic changes. They were writing that we have done this, we have done this, we have done this. They were replying, but actually it was just a cosmetic change. There was no validation done by the external auditor. They have not involved any other party so that they could validate whether the remediation process is in line with the regulatory requirements or not. So the entire gamut of affair was because of the tardiness, because of the lack of commitment, because of the lack of governance. So we must understand how important is the compliance remediation when any regulator finds any shortcomings. So that's the classical example what had happened in Deutsche Bank. So kindly please ensure that whatever the remediation process taking place should not be only a cosmetic. It should be pragmatic. It should be real enough. It should have a material effect in the compliance program. If if it doesn't create an effect, material effect, tangible effect in your entire compliance program from bottom to down and down to bottom, then there will not be any efficacy left in the system. Second is the senior management involvement. I have been always saying that senior management is also like a fourth line of defense. If if there is no tone from the top, if the involvement of the governance of the senior management is not there, then nothing could transpire at all. So they are the foremost people, those who have to think, no, come what may, we have to ensure the compliance with the regulatory guidelines. We have to ensure the compliance with the financial crime compliance. So they are also a line of defense, although I don't know why the international bodies are not taking them as a part of an kind of like first line, second line, and third line. They are the prominent line of defense, I should call, because the tone from them is the most important, and which the Deutsche Bank Fine has clearly underlined this, that a misgovernance from the senior management could lead to a heavy fine. This is a classical example from failures to fine. There were failures which were not remediated, which were not addressed, and then we went on to have a heavy fine. The fine is okay, but you lost the reputation. You lost. People might have an consideration before considering you as in a bank for them. And then there will be a difference in your correspondent banking relationship with other banks. So the entire spectrum of the banking, what you deal with as in a bank, because of the fine gets impacted. It's not only the responsibility, it's just a professional responsibility, it is even a moral responsibility of each and every soldier of the compliance to see, particularly the senior management, chief compliance officer is the foremost. They have to lead from the front before, and they have to ensure that remediation is not left to only cosmetic changes. There should be material and tangible changes. So the purpose of discussing the Deutsche Bank case over here is to enlighten everyone that do not take the remediation process as a cosmetic exercise. Please do it thoroughly, properly, and ensure that there is the proper material effect. And in case of any confusion, go back to regulator, understand what is required, and communicate with them. That is also going to create a good image of the organization that yes, they are taking the remediation process very sincerely, and then do the remediation. And I hope that this video would be very fruitful for all the compliance professionals, and they will work on the remediation with the full sincerity. I wish you all the very best, and kindly please share my this video, like, comment, so that it encourage me to shoot more video on this topic or on other compliance topics. Thank you very much.